What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing how to mine Ethereum Classic. I know there's a lot of hype Ethereum going proof of stake, but today we'll be looking at Ethereum Classic and how to mine it. Hoping this is going to take over along with some other coins that we're going to be mined after Ethereum is gone. Ethereum Classic is currently at 38.59, which won't matter. It's going to change every day. A couple of things I want to show here. It does have a cap of 210 million. You can see all the markets and all the major exchanges is on. It's pretty much everywhere Ethereum is. Also, you can click on wallets here. There's a bunch of more wallets that Ethereum Classic is on, but this is just at CoinMarketCap for you. So how are we going to mine Ethereum Classic? A couple of things we need. You're going to need a wallet or an exchange. We don't really suggest doing an exchange, but that is completely up to you where you want to mine to or anything like that. That's not my thing to tell you. But we're going to need a couple of things. Address, this is a mining pool, and we're going to need a miner, and of course a graphics card with at least 4 gigabytes on it. You can still use those 1050 Ti's with 4 gigabytes, 1650 Supers, and on and on. Most of the 4 gigabytes are a little bit newer 4 gigabytes will work with this. So we're going to go to etc.ethermine.org or just type in ethermine.org, and at the top here you can click ETC, which I already have, and click on Let's Start Mining. Now this is going to give us a couple of things, servers, ports, and everything else. We'll go over there a little bit later. But down here, if you have AMD cards, these are the miners. NVIDIA, these are the miners. Pretty much the same, except Phoenix miners for both. An ETH miner, just T-Rex, and LOL miner switch. You have Linux and everything else. So we're going to use this very popular pool, Ethermine, to download a miner. Just go ahead and click and download. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and extract the miner, and this is what you're gonna have. Double click on it, and down here, when it's open, you're gonna see Start Miner ETC. We want the ETC. Right click and edit. Let me just see this one if I touch this one. So this is what it should look like. I already set up mine because I am using this computer for mining, but this is what our line is gonna look like for our bat file. I know this is very confusing. It was for me when I started getting into mining. It looked very, very, very difficult, but it's very simple for us. So first thing I'm going to look at is phoenixminer.exe, and this is where we enter this our pool. Now I briefly skipped over it and said I'm going to come back to it. You have 3 regions for pools: Asia, Europe, and US. I use us1-etc.ethermine.org, and you choose your port or SS port here. I use the 5555. You can do the 4444. It doesn't really matter. I don't see any difference in it, but we would copy and paste this into our bat file up here, and this is where your port goes. Make sure everything's spaced correctly. Don't delete extra. Make sure everything goes where it's supposed to. And then after it's dash wallet space, and then you're gonna put your wallet address, copy and paste your receiving wallet address from any of the wallets you're using, exchanges, whatever you decide to do. Then dot, and back here you can see it says 16 Ti for me. That's what you're gonna name your miner, whatever you want to name it, and then space dash coin space etc. So that's done setting up. Once you hit close, you're gonna go back to your miner and open and double click start miner -etc, or whichever bat folder you saved it under. You can see Windows batch file. That's very important. But before you do that, make sure you have your overclocks however you like it. I'm not going to tell you what to put in there. That's completely up to you. But I have a 1616 Ti. This is my gaming computer that I like to play with once in a while. Mine some random coins just for the heck of it. Hopefully it goes up. But since this is a ETC hash algorithm, or basically the same as Ethereum algorithm, I have the power all the way down. Some 1616 Supers, which I also have. You can put the power down to 58, but it will drop your hash rate. So we might have to put it up to 5860. This is what I did. Card runs very stable with any kind of bad shares. At 980 memory, I went -502 on the core. It gave me a little bit extra hash rate. And make sure you set up your speed for your fan. Now you don't want these cards running over 60, or that's my rule. I don't want them running over 60. Where you want to run them, that's up to you. But just make sure you check your card and who makes them, see what's the safe temperature to run them in, because you don't want these guys very hot or you're going to destroy your GPU. So once this is done, you're going to go ahead and double click on Start Miner ETC, and the program is going to open for you just like this. You can see it's a MSI GeForce GTX 1616 Ti. You can see connected to the pool, or it's connecting to it. Sometimes it's going to say no pool found or whatever. Just give it a couple of seconds, it'll fix itself. And you can see it's building the DAG right now. and eventually it will pop up our hash rate for it. Looks like my card is running very hot since I'm recording on this computer. So let's give it a little more. There it goes. Kick it down. I'll bring it back to 70. I might have not saved it correctly. So this card usually runs at about 30.8 mega hash. Now it's going to be a little bit lower since I am recording on it. I got OBS open, I got Explorer open, I got everything basically open for it. But this is what it should look like for you when you start mining. And then you're going to see the green text. That's going to mean it's accepted share. Now, where do you keep track of all this? Let's go back to the pool, guys. All right, once we're done dealing with this page, how to connect, download the miner, setting up the miner as just we did, you're gonna hit ETC, and then down here, it's gonna ask you for your address. Make sure you copy and paste your address. And it should look something like this. Now, it will take it 15, 20, 30 minutes to build up this, and then your averages might get low. Give it a 24 hours so the card averages out what it's going to make. And if you look down here, this is the 16 Ti. I have some 1050 Ti's running. I have 1616 Supers. But there it is. It's reading at 30.8. I'm sure it hasn't updated yet, but the card was off and online. But now it's on. This is going to show you top, how many workers you have. So if you have more than one computer, make sure you name them something different. Immature, this hasn't been processed yet. Unpaid, 0.27. Estimated per day, you can look at an ETC or USD or BTC, whatever you want. But a week I make about 1.3 and a month about 5.7 ETC. And then let's look at the USD. About $200 USD, but this is over 200 mega hash, not the 30 mega hash on the single card. Now, if you look at the mining and see just what this card makes, we know it's running about 30.8 mega hash. Power consumption is 70. This card actually truly does run about 68 to 70, 71, unlike like 6600 XTs or 6600s. They say 54 in the software, but actually do 70, 72, 73, 74 watts. So just keep that in mind. Then we're going to hit calculate. So on this card, I'm making 93 cents a day after electricity. Electricity is 17 cents. Per hour, I'm getting about 0.001 ETC. Per day, I'm getting about 0.024 ETC just on this single card. And then if we go back to my dashboard, you can see it's a little bit different on the dashboard because I have a bunch of cards running about 0.18 mega hash on my whole setup on the 210 to 120 mega hash that I have. Alright guys, that's how to mine Ethereum Classic. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll try to include the Ethermine link down there for you. And as always guys, have a wonderful day.